You want to go? You want to do a little blade tasting?
We have a segment called Taste the Blade, which we're somewhat consistent doing it. And it's about people, because that's the phrase that Keith and I have when a famous person dies. We text each other and say, "Hey, tasted the blade." And there's always a good trickle of like 2 or 3 a week, I feel like. You know what I mean?
A couple of young ones.
Yeah. Well, George Wendt.
Don't speak loudly over the music.
That's hilarious.
George Wendt, he's the biggest blade taster.
Yeah, I mean, that was, whatever. I mean, I think that I'd seen him recently. He did not look good. He was a famous sitcom guy. He tasted
George
the
Wendt
blade.
Tasting that blade.
And then, so that one, there was a bit of a Chicago connection to that too. Although he was famous before I moved to Chicago, so he's not someone I really associate with Chicago, even though he was on the Superfans and he's from Chicago. For some reason, I don't think of him as strong when I think of a Chicago celebrity of that era. I think of like Billy Corrigan, was like very Chicago, or Al Jurgensen.
Yeah, Billy Corrigan.
Looking at his Wizard's ball, But no, anyway.
Celebrate some Wendt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was.
I want to get an old. He really does look bad. That suit's wearing him. John Ratzenberger coming in laughing behind him. Wait till you see it.
Ooh. Yeah, they had like a reunion or something.
Ratzenberger's for deportation.
Yeah, he is? Is he?
Oh, he's completely right.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? Obviously, the guy who runs
Hollywood. That's mostly what happens. Ooh. They'll take a beautiful set down.
They tax you into oblivion. There's no factories in them.
Rubbish heap.
God, he looks old as hell too, man.
Yeah.
He was in Gandhi. Like, he was actually in major movies.
Ratzenberger?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was also in a Midway, like in 1976. Like, he had a bit of a movie career before, and Cheers is what actually, like, he hooked onto that, and that was his life. That was his, that was his sort of, his moment of fame.
Rats. But that's the actual, that's the actual fucking set.
I think, yeah, exactly. Are they breaking down there? Are they? Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I've been.
Oh,
had a
George Wendt looks.
Since I was a kid. Cub Scout.
He died peacefully in his sleep, though. That's kind of what you want.
Yeah,
you want you want to go peacefully in your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the death; it's how you die.
so impressed that Cliffy knew all this stuff, and then once the coach left, and then
he's like, they're characters, right? These are characters on a TV show.
He became more of a buffoon.
Hey, Cliffy.
I thought, so what? But, yeah.
And when did it become almost required that as Norm walked into the bar, people had to yell your name, and the lines and the jokes between whether it was Sam or Coach or Woody and you?
God,
when did
George
that become
Wendt
a regular part of the series?
He looks like Woody Hayes at the end of his life or something, man.
Pretty much.